Here's a list of the top 10 foods that contain taurine, starting with number 10. Number 10 is chicken. Chicken contains about 169 milligrams per 100 grams of chicken. At number 9, we have turkey. Turkey contains about 306 milligrams per 100 grams of turkey. Next up, at number 8, we have squid. Squid contains 356 milligrams per 100 grams. Oh, I love calamari. And similar to squid, at number 7, we have octopus. Octopus contains 388 milligrams per 100 grams. And staying with our ocean theme, at number 6, we have oysters. Oysters contain 507 milligrams per 100 grams of oysters. So that's 5 so far. Let's stop right there for just a minute. Let me ask you something. What do all these foods have in common? If you said they're all animal-based proteins or they're all from animals, you'd be right. Most of the foods that contain taurine are all from animals, but not all, and you'll see that in just a minute. Now, before we get on to number 5, let's briefly discuss what taurine is. Taurine is a naturally occurring sulfur-containing amino acid. It's considered conditionally essential, which means that your body can make it, but just not always in the amounts that you need. So we need to get the rest from our diet, from our food, which is why we're talking about this list to begin with. Taurine has become very popular lately because of its potential health benefits. And some scientific research suggests that it even supports longevity. Taurine is highly concentrated in the brain, and several studies indicate that taurine might act as a neurotransmitter or neuromodulator, influencing neurotransmitter release and receptor function, affecting cognitive processes, mood, behavior, memory, learning, and anxiety regulation. Taurine supports cardiovascular health, cardiac or heart function, and the health of your blood vessels. And some studies suggest that taurine may improve exercise capacity, reduce muscle damage, and alleviate exercise-induced oxidative stress. I am hiking up the South Kaibab Trail in the Grand Canyon. Isn't this amazing? Hey, if you like today's video, please remember to subscribe. Thank you. So on to number 5. We're gonna stay in the ocean with number 5, and number 5 is clams. Clams contain 520 milligrams of taurine per 100 grams of clams. As mentioned earlier, most of the foods that contain taurine are animals or come from animals or are animal-based proteins, but not number 4. Number 4 is an example of a plant-based source of taurine. Number 4 is a type of dried seaweed called I cannot say it, so I'll put that on the screen. But what we need to know is that it's very common, and its common name is nori. This particular type of nori seaweed contains 646 milligrams per 100 grams. At number 3, we have yet another seafood option. Number 3 is mussels. Not the kind of mussels you have in your arms, but the kind of mussels you eat, right? From seafood. Mussels contain 655 milligrams per 100 grams of mussels. Now at number 2, we have scallops. Oh, scallops. Scallops have 827 milligrams per 100 grams of scallops. Now we've made it all the way to number 1. Are you ready for this? The number 1 highest source of taurine from food also comes from the ocean, but it's not animal-based. It's not an animal-based protein. Can you guess what it is? If you said seaweed, you're right. You are right on the mark. Another type of dried seaweed called I cannot say it. I have a hard time pronouncing that one too, so we'll put it on the screen, but what we need to know is this is another type of nori, a red algae version to be more specific. Still dried seaweed, and this kind of nori contains 979 milligrams per 100 grams. Now, if we look at this list, I want to ask you a question. Is there a group of people on the earth that get high amounts of these foods in their diet on a regular basis, and they're known for longevity? Perhaps one that lives in or near a blue zone? What would you say? Who would it be? If you said the Japanese, you're thinking what I'm thinking. The Japanese, and specifically Okinawans who still follow a traditional Japanese-style diet, are often pointed at as good examples of longevity. Is it possible that higher amounts of dietary taurine could be one factor that contributes to that? It certainly supports some scientific data suggesting that taurine supports healthy aging. So if you're wondering, other foods that contain taurine in lesser amounts that are outside of our top 10 list include pork at 61 milligrams, salami at 59 milligrams, ham at 50 milligrams, lamb at 47 milligrams, and beef at 43 milligrams per 100 grams. If you're not getting these foods or many of these foods in your diet and you're thinking about supplementing with taurine, or if you're just thinking about supplementing with taurine for whatever reason, you might be wondering, well, how much should I take? For that, it might be helpful to know that in human clinical trials, a dose of 500 milligrams to 6 grams per day have shown to be effective at improving metabolic markers. Studies involving exercise have used doses of 1 to 6 grams per day. So hopefully that helps.